So yeah, okay, let's talk about Lazy King. He kind of countered your offer and said, "I'll give you 25K if you
Hey,
can
that's
give
a
me."
real one. He a real one. So let's see if it's true though. So I don't know what their payment is. I got 25 to give. You know, so I don't know what his money like. But my thing is, we can easily set up with the UFC that our payment, whoever get knocked out, whatever, additional 25 thousand to the person that gets a knockout. So I think that's an easy negotiation for the UFC to make happen. But I don't know what his like UFC contract is gonna look like with him being first, like this first fight into the UFC, if I'm not mistaken, right? This is his first fight in the
Yeah,
UFC, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it will
yeah.
be.
Hey, everybody tell him he a dog and all that, but at the end of the day, bro, like you fucking with somebody that been in here for a minute now. I didn't got my feet wet. I'm used to it. Like I'm experienced with the under the UFC lights. So it don't matter where you coming from, what your belt's looking like, what your so-called world titles is. Like, bro, you finna you running into the right one. I tell you that. Yeah.
And since he put that video out, have you gotten a chance to see anything, any highlights of his?
Yeah. I don't really watch highlights. I watch like actual fights, But I haven't seen nothing like impressive or like anything like crazy. He a good fighter, like he a good ground fighter, good jiu-jitsu guy, but nothing special. You know what I mean? So I'm just intrigued, like this, have a good bang.
And you're talking about willing to go to fight in France. You've done that before,
Yeah.
just last year in September. So would that part be fun again? Kind of playing the villain?
I guess so, but man, Paris showed me so much love when I was down there, bro. When I was out there doing the open workouts and stuff like that, people came out, was giving me so much support, so much love. It was like actually one hater. What I can't call him hater because he's like he going for Imavov, but at the same time, like he was like, oh man, Imavov, he gonna knock you out, all this other stuff. But other than that, man, it was nothing but love when I was out there. So I expect the same thing when I get out there again. I mean, you never would think it would be this difficult, right? Think about it. I claim that I want to fight in September. I have another fighter who was signed with the UFC say he want to fight. Obviously, he has a big following in Paris. If he's not booked, book me. Book me with him. Let's go. Let's go crazy. It's not gonna be hard. It's not gonna be difficult, because you already know that they're gonna book him naturally already in September with anybody, right? So if he's claiming that he wants to fight me, then let's rock. It shouldn't be that difficult at all. Be honest with you, it should be no manager involved, and it shouldn't be no matchmaking involved because we did the matchmaking. So the UFC definitely should lock it in. Easy work.
Well, he's actually not officially signed to the UFC yet. It seems imminent. He's talking about that the fans are
This nigga
rallying
not
behind
even in
him.
the UFC.
Not officially, not officially.
Oh
But
my god, I got catfished. I've
no,
been
but
played, bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray.
I mean, it seems imminent because obviously UFC is returning to Paris and its fans are getting behind it. So hey, maybe in
I
this
ain't trying
way,
to hear that. Ah, bruh, dude, play. I thought he was in the UFC. He
no,
ain't
no, not
even signed.
unless he knows something that he hasn't said. But he recently spoke to my colleague Nolan, and he said, he hopes for it. It's not like he hasn't officially been signed yet, but it seems
Oh,
imminent.
oh, he think I'm his golden ticket. Oh, it makes sense now. Oh, of course he gonna want to get his ass whooped, no matter what. He trying to get in the UFC. Oh, thank you, Farrah, for that information. I didn't even know. I thought he was actually signed with the UFC. I thought it was like one of them guys that just couldn't find a fight, type situation. He had that Imavov or Marv last name, People be scared of that. So that's what I was thinking. But this motherfucker ain't even signed in the UFC. Oh, he didn't. He catfished me. That's what he did. He catfished me. Damn, goddamn, I got. I got. It's okay though. It's all right.
Your willingness to jump in and fight anyone at this
I'm a
point in your
fighter.
career, yeah.
I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. When I say I'm willing to fight anybody, that ain't no cap. Like if you willing to throw them hands up, bro, let's get it. So I just want the UFC to understand that too. It don't matter who you put in front of me. I'm willing to fight anybody. Definitely if you talking about paying me. Shit.
So after hearing that Abdul Abdouragimov is not yet in the UFC, have you lost a little bit of interest, or once you hear?
I'm mad. Be honest with you, I'm pissed now. I thought this fool was in the UFC. I straight got I got tricked. But if the UFC set it up, I don't care. Like my thing is just like, all right, let this be his meal ticket. But he definitely got the right one. You hear me? So we're gonna have some fun. You hear me? Because like I said, Paris ain't nothing but a 7-hour flight, a beautiful flight. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. And then as well, you know, I go out there, you know, they got good food out there that we can eat, that we can dine on, and I get to go out there and actually get a win this time instead of a loss. You know what I mean? Because I lost a close decision with Imavov, and definitely if I had more time in that fight, I would definitely would have got the knockout. So I'm definitely trying to make a comeback. You know what I mean?